Welcome to the dvm360. Give us 5 minutes and we'll update you with the veterinary news, medicine, and business information you need to know right now. I'm dvm360 content specialist, Dr. Heather Biele. In this edition of the 5, we'll hear about the benefits of windows in the clinic and get behavior advice on cat and dog conflict. First up, the news. An undisclosed number of horses have died after eating Country Buffet 14% livestock and poultry feed, according to the FDA. Western Feed, LLC, makers of the product, have recalled 2 lots of the feed, which may contain monensin sodium, a medication approved for use in some livestock and poultry species, but potentially fatal to horses at sufficiently high levels. For more information, including the lot numbers and descriptions, go to dvm360.com/livestock feed. On March 9th, Fido Farm unveiled a canine generic heartworm preventive, initially available only through Walmart and Sam's Club pharmacies. Dennis F. Stedman, president and CEO of Valsera's Fido Farm, told DVM News Magazine the direct-to-pharmacy launch ushers in a new era that is being driven by consumer demand. The launch coincides with a changing veterinary drug distribution system as it relates to the availability of veterinary medications at traditional and online pharmacies, Stedman says. We were all curious to see the American Kennel Club's annual list of the most popular dog breeds, and for the 21st year in a row, Labrador Retrievers have come out on top. Other perennial top 10 list makers include German Shepherd, Beagle, and Golden Retriever. The American Kennel Club notes that larger dog breeds are becoming more popular, with the likes of the Greater Swiss Mountain Dog and Rhodesian Ridgebacks gaining in numbers, and Rottweilers cracking the top 10 for the first time ever. Are you planning a new veterinary facility? Did you remember to include windows? As veterinary architects Mark Hafen and Heather Lewis explain, you might be surprised at how many people overlook this important design element.
Another aspect of design that's critical is the idea of having windows, daylight. And this is actually not a radical idea. Most of the rest of the universe actually has windows in their buildings. And it seems to be that only veterinarians are without this. So as part of our new radical design trend, we're actually pitching the idea that you actually include daylight in windows.
I mean, admit it, how many of you actually work in a building where there are windows only high on the wall? And what are we doing here?
Yeah, or no windows at all.
Or no windows at all.
Exactly.
And it's really difficult to maintain your energy level during the day, be productive, all of those things that are important. And actually, that's now been proven that you need natural daylight to be productive and be healthy. And frankly, it just makes the work environment a lot more enjoyable.
Right.
Emerging at the end of the day, not knowing.
Like moving out from a cocoon or something.
Right,
exactly. It's not a good idea.
Yeah, so incorporating windows. And for those who are concerned about security, frankly, you can break into a small window just as well as you can a large window. So go ahead and put large windows in all of your spaces.
Registration for the 2013 Veterinary Economics Hospital Design Competition is now open. Check dvm360.com/HD for details. Are a few of your feline patients dogged by terriers on their tails? Veterinary behaviorist Dr. Jacqui Neilson has recommendations for keeping the peace in households where the family dog chases the family cat.
They probably will need to do some type of immediate environmental modification so that that cat is not at risk. Cats trump the dog in this case. I'm going to do everything to keep that cat safe because it is the one that is vulnerable. And so they may need to look at segregation within the house, which owners are reluctant oftentimes to do at first, but when they actually do it, it's usually not as traumatic to everyone. And once again, sometimes everyone enjoys it, the relaxation. They're like, wow, I wish I'd done this earlier. And so they also may not need to do full segregation, but just do enrichment so that cat has lots of opportunities to be safely away from the dog. So elevated perches, feeding up high, giving it maybe just a cat room that it can go to, the dog can't access, the cat can jump over the barrier. Once again, environmental changes that the owners have to make, and it takes some effort to do that.
To learn about the canine behavior modification techniques Dr. Neilson recommends in these cases, go to dvm360.com/housepetharmony. We hope you've enjoyed this edition of The 5. If you have suggestions for future shows, email us at dvm360@advancedr.com. And for the latest news, medicine, and business information, be sure to visit dvm360.com every day. On March 9th, Fido Farm unveiled a canine